Hi everybody, welcome to the Backend Investor channel for a new video. Today we're making another video about uranium because as uranium moves, it keeps being more and more interesting. So as I said in the first video I made, I am making you updated about what I do and how I view the uranium market. We're going to start first by not looking at the charts. We're going to just see, we're going to go a little bit backwards. So the first video I made about uranium was pretty long ago. At some point I said I was out of uranium, but I got back into it. The interesting video that I want to talk about right now is when I said that uranium spot broke out, and you can see that on the screen right there, the pattern that triggered, which was the breakout of this trend line right there. So I called being bullish again on uranium right there. You can see it worked out pretty fine. And now the very last video I made was I was calling out on two stocks, Elevate Uranium and Alligator Energy. So if you keep watching the video until the end, I will show you what's happened to these stocks that I've been talking about and how they're doing right now. I'm also going to talk about more stocks, but it's just to show you that I'm not talking about that when I feel like it. It really makes sense. Like when there is something interesting to talk about uranium, I just make video about it and publish it. So if you're interested into that, uranium and other kind of assets, screening the markets and all, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notification to be notified. Let's get to the technical analysis. Uranium looks very, very, very good. This is really the perfect chart for a commodity. You have an underlying bullish trend. You have very high volume. Why am I looking at this chart specifically? Because if you look at the futures, it's a little bit hard to tell. It's more dots. The volume is not really, does not make more sense. This is a physical uranium ETF, which basically replicates the price of the spot uranium. So it's much better to chart the market actually, and it just tells the same story. So we're looking at that. If you want to check it, it's SYH listed in Canada. There are uranium ETFs listed all over the world, but I really like this one because the chart is clean. So we are now in a very bullish phase. I'm really paying attention to this consolidation, being very, very possible that we make another leg up by what the commodity market it wants to do. So I'm really paying attention to this. But what's very interesting is that if you look at uranium stocks, it looks completely different. We're going to look at URA, which is the uranium stock ETF, which basically makes, what am I doing? I want to put U.UN, which is much better. There you go. You could see that URA and U.UN are very, very different. They are somehow correlated, but not 100% correlated. There are moments where the price of the commodity and the price of the stocks related to that commodity really change ways. You could see that we are seeing this just right now when the price of uranium actually goes very strong, but the uranium stocks don't go very strong. And well, I was wondering if it was the same thing for oil stocks. So here you're looking at oil stocks that are in orange and oil price, which is in green. And you could see that oil stocks and oil prices are just the same thing, somehow correlated, but not 100%. You could see that right there. The oil extraction stocks are going up strongly, while the price of oil is now in a consolidation, which makes us think that the price of the stocks are somehow related to the commodity, but not 100%. So what can happen is that uranium price, spot price, can go up fast, but the price of the stocks won't go as fast. On the other hand, the price of the uranium stocks can go up while the uranium price goes down. So you should not just YOLO the shit out of your investment into uranium stocks because you see the price of stocks going up. And I didn't do that. I select my stocks very carefully. I just want to make that very, very clear. It's not that easy. You just not have to look at the price of uranium and tell, well, it's going up, these stocks are going to go up. They might eventually do, but they also might eventually not go up. You could see right there that, for example, we had the price of uranium being stagnating while the stocks went going down, which indicates a negative correlation. If you want to talk about the stocks that make the market, you have the biggest stock to watch. It's just Cameco Corporation. I have a very, very small position on Cameco after it broke the all-time high, and you can see that right now it's just not showing that much strength, and it's not the kind of stock that I'm big money into it. I have very little faith in this trade. I'm just doing it because I didn't want to miss in the case, but it's, as I said, it's a very small position. The stocks that I was showing last time were Alligator Energy, which is AGE. Alligator Energy is going very, very beautifully. Remember, back when I was talking about it, we were right there. I bought right before the breakout. I bought this zone. I don't remember which day exactly I bought, but I remember buying over there. And now you could see that the price is starting to appreciate. I don't put any stop loss because this is a penny stock. Like the most penny of penny stocks, like it was not even worth 1 cent of an Australian dollar. I am losing no stop loss. The amount of money I invest on this stock is the amount of money to lose. My stop loss would be the price crashing to zero. So I really have in my mind that this stock tomorrow can gap down 50% and be down 50% on my position. You should be really concerned about this because this can happen to penny stocks as the markets are very, very illiquid. The upside for that is that it can move up very quickly, but if it can move up very quickly, it can also move down very quickly. So you can see now that my call for this stock was pretty good. That was a pretty good recommendation. And yeah, I'm really happy about this one. Another one that I own is EL8 that has appreciated a little less, but it's still looking very, very good. It's the other one that I was showing. You can see right there, I was showing Elevate Uranium and Alligator Energy in this video. And right now, it looks like it's starting to move. I'm really paying attention to a breakout of this like consolidation phase. Maybe this is going to be a fake one, but the more it consolidates, the better it is. I like consolidations. You can see the volume is really starting to move in this stock, really showing us that some people are paying attention. And if the volume shows when the stocks start to move up, it really shows that investors are buying into this and not selling into this. To finish the video, I want to talk about there are many uranium stocks on the market, but very few look as good as this one. I think it's still possible to buy this one. It's Sky Harbor Resources. I like this one. If I see this consolidation right there confirming into a bull phase, I might set a little position on this one because I really like uranium stocks and I know that you guys like it too. So I'm really looking forward to see more and more moves on uranium. We're still very, very early right now, considering the state of the market. If you look at uranium very long term, you could see that if you're watching this right now, you're probably very, very early, and there is still so much room to grow. Of course, there is also room to go down. So the main goal is always to manage risk. Remember that. Always manage your risk, please, and do not follow my talks blindly. Really manage your risk. I'm using small positions when I'm not sure, big positions when I have confidence. And right now I don't have a lot of confidence in this market as a overall, so I'm using smaller positions. That's it. Thank you for this uranium update. Goodbye. See you in the next video. Have a nice week.